I love your show, but it also makes me cry, which is why I brought these, just to make sure that if things get emotional during our interview, I'll be okay. You know, when I watch a show, I'm sobbing the entire time, and then I'm laughing, and then I'm sobbing again.
Yeah, same.
Same. So what is it like for you filming a show that is that emotional? Is it emotionally draining? Is it cathartic? A little bit of both?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think that when you're in your scenes and you're present, it's hard not to, you know, just be so into it that at the end of the day you're like, oh, that was a doozy, you know? And then sometimes it's like, oh, I'm glad I got this cry out. Yeah. Like, this is good. Yeah, so both.
Yeah, is it a cry fest on set? Because I would imagine when you're delivering lines like that or watching someone like a Sterling K. Brown deliver an amazing monologue, are you in the corner like,
oh, for sure. The Thanksgiving episode where he actually came out and said, I found this letter. I had to, of course, run in and say that I was contemplating the surgery. And I was like, oh, shoot, like I'm sobbing in tears and I'm supposed to be just off the plane. So, yeah, I mean, everyone's performances are so moving that it's like, oh, it's a distraction. You know, it is a distraction, but I try to keep it together. But they're just so amazing. It's hard.
So great. I want to talk to you about how many people have embraced you as this woman who's like the public face of women with curves and just celebrating one's curves, being comfortable in one's skin. What has that been like for you?
This might make me emotional.
Okay.
So long, it was always like, oh, I'm not enough, or I'm too much, right? Too heavy, or too this, or not enough of that. And especially being in Los Angeles, it was always, oh, you're too pretty to play the big girl. I don't even know what that means. Well, I do. But, or, you know, you're too heavy, or we don't want someone this plus size, or this weight. And that was really, like, disheartening, you know, because we're not our bodies. But I do get it. Like, if you're portraying a role and you don't want them to be that way, and this is how you've pictured the character to be, then I don't fit the bill. But when women are encouraged and feel supported because I'm on a platform to kind of just give them the courage to do so, to just be themselves, it's so exciting because we're not taught that. And so by the way of art, I feel like we're all kind of coming together, and it doesn't matter if it's your age or your race or your weight, any of those things where we feel inadequate, it's just helping everyone to kind of bridge that gap. So,
yeah, you've been public with your struggles with weight loss. How have your fans reacted to your honesty?
I think that it allows them to be more honest with others and themselves. And so they've been so supportive and loving and just so kind. And you know, of course, there's people who are always going to say something that might be a little hateful or, you know.
Haters, trolls.
Yes, presumptuous. But I just know that it's not about me. So I just have to go back to all the positivity and all the love that people give. And I think that you get what you give. You right? You know, you can't keep anything you don't give away. So I'm so happy about it.
Part of your character's arc is that she's going to lose weight as the seasons progress. Is that more or less difficult to have that process happen before the world for you?
I don't know, because it's uncharted territory. So it's something I don't really know about yet. And we've talked about the trajectory of the character, but we don't have specifics. And, you know, season 2 is coming up around July-ish. And so it hasn't even been a conversation yet. So I don't know.
You don't know.
I know that when anybody puts any kind of pressure, it can be a little overwhelming. But I don't know. I think I try to take everything in stride and just roll with the punches. So we'll see.
Before you landed the role of This Is Us, you only had 81 cents in your bank account?
True.
True.
True story.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Now, what would you have done if you didn't land this role?
Well, everyone's like, you didn't have a savings? I don't have a savings. I live in LA. Savings, schmavings. Well, I had really wonderful friends who were always so supportive. And I called my mom numerous times throughout my journey. I lived in LA for 12 years pursuing this, became a commercial talent agent. And so I knew a lot of people who I've always supported and were supportive to me. And I guess eventually I would have maybe moved home, but I had a friend who was like, move in.
Wow.
And I'll help you in any way I can until she's like, I know you're going to make it. I know it's going to happen. I'm like, Girl, I'm glad you think so, because I'm not so sure. So she was just really supportive in so many ways, and luckily I was able to pay her back, and I'm moving into my own place, and so I know, I'm all grown up.
Now I want to talk about your co-stars.
Yes.
You guys have this great dynamic on camera. What's the dynamic like off camera?
They are the greatest bunch of human beings,
Yeah.
and we do have a great time. We joke, we're laughing. I mean, whenever we get to go to the award shows, it's so fun because, you know, we're sitting together and commenting, and, you know, we don't always collectively get to spend time together. So it's just a really good time, and we really do like each other.
You and Chris seem to have such amazing chemistry. I love your love on camera. Toby
Thank
and
you.
Kate, I just love it.
Yeah, it's fun.
What's your Brangelina handle? Is it Kobe?
You know, it was Katobi, and then it was Kobe. I'm not sure what we solidified. All of them should work.
All of them should
Yeah,
work.
all of them should work.
Hashtag Katobi.
Yeah, Katobi, Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, we've been trying to sussing it out. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask you, who's the most like their character in real life?
Probably Justin.
Ah,
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
He kind of gets a bad rap because he's so handsome. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, he has this beautiful heart. He's a great dad in real life.
Really?
Yeah, and he is just a kind man.
Okay.
You know, so I think people think of him as kind of just the hot guy, and you're like, there's so much more depth to that.
He's
So
more than the Manny.
yes.
Chrissy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
You are
you.
awesome.